Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players, and Andy Showdown, and today I'm going to be covering the top 10 tanks of Galaxy of Heroes. The top 10 tanks, and I kind of like the idea of got the inspiration because IG-11's in the game, and this is awesome. But before I continue on, I'm just going to let you guys know I'm going to have a word about my account, YouTube account. I am going to be finishing up some videos. I may combine some of them over the next week or so, just to get these videos uploaded, because I've had some videos, in the works, just I haven't uploaded them because I have a lot of topics I want to kind of get through. But I definitely wanted to talk about top 10 tanks of Galaxy of Heroes. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So I'm going to have a few characters I'm not going to include on the list, just because of what they are. So like, for example, Brood Alpha, he's a support. He brings a tank. He summons a tank, but he's a support character. General Skywalker, he only works under his leadership, taunting. And besides the way, yeah, this is taunting tanks. Tanks that actually get in your way, in your planned way. So, but yeah, Anakin is niche. He only taunts when he's the leader and he has other 501st with him. BB-8 is if he's a full droid team. IG-11, he's a healer. The first healer tank, and we got another healer too, which the healer class is it just isn't up there. Like, I could see maybe Akbar and Captain Han Solo joining healers, but I digress. Hoth Scout, he needs a light touch up to work with soldier, so that soldier and scout could work together a little more effectively. So yeah, he does taunt. Some people don't realize that. Chopper is one as well. And then this is Farm Boy Luke. Isn't Farm Boy Luke. It's really Jedi Master Luke. He kind of only taunts when he's a tank or in the leadership. And he's going to obviously, get in the way if you run him with Watt and Ahsoka and under Jedi Bastila led team. But I'm not going to include a Galactic Legend because I still don't like dealing with Galactic Legends. So, but yeah, here I go. In the top 10 tanks of Galaxy of Heroes. The first are from 6 to 10. They're kind of cheating. I do have a bunch of similar characters or similar tanks and stuff. So you'll see what I mean. So number 10, I have the 3 Magna Guard, Sunfac, and Zombie. Magna Guard for Separatist droids, Sunfac for Geonosians, and then Zombie for Night Sisters. They all fill that taunting tank role. Zombie on this list is Zombie and Magna Guard are probably the 2 that are the most annoying, because anytime they use abilities, they taunt. Magna Guard also counters, so he'll lose his if he's dispelled on a basic and then he counters back, he's going to gain that taunt back. So these 2 are still annoying, but I put them all together just because these are they fill, certain roles in certain teams. They're not as plug and play as you'd think. Aside from Zombie, she does get used with either Daka, Ventress, in either a Dooku lead or even a Supreme Leader Kylo lead. More so in the Supreme Leader Kylo lead, so there's that. But I don't know, I just feel like they're just not up to par as well. Number 9, I have Baze Malbus, K2SO, and Scarif Pathfinder. These 3 would not be on the list if it wasn't for the fact of Rebel fighters. And the Rebel fighter faction under Mon Mothma is insane. It's another Geonosian team. And 10 and 9 could be swapped. They could be swapped easily. And you can just swap these characters in and out, whoever's needed. You got the Revive tank of Pathfinder. You got Droid K2SO. He's really good at countering and, keeping taunt up. He's also an annoying taunter as well. And then Baze Malbus, it's Baze Malbus. Come on. 8 is Shore and Sith Trooper. Both of them are really good at bringing in everyone, or they're taunting at the beginning. That is the biggest factor, is they taunt at the beginning. Well, so does Baze, but these 2, they're definitely being used more. Sith Empire Trooper because of Darth Revan, as well as he is useful in Darth Traya lead, because actually I feel like he's better with Traya than Darth Revan, because he counters and hits any debuffed enemy and heals up, where he doesn't have a lot of health steal. This is where I have his health steal because you can't get his health steal any higher than that 23, and he doesn't recover much. And he goes down faster under Darth Revan. But if you use him in like a Dark Side GOTB under Traya, he sticks around quite a while compared to Darth Revan. Darth Revan, he just drops. Shore Trooper, just because of Imperial Troopers, got Captain or Admiral Piet, and he's just boosting that team up there. As well as he's being very useful with Darth Vader to counter Galactic Legends. But he's just a basic character. Both these characters are simple, basic characters. They could get some light touch-ups, like maybe some tenacity, a little more health steal, and Sith Trooper, Shore Trooper getting a little more armor and stuff. But, what can you do? 7 is Zalbar and L337. You can see why L3 has just been used a lot in a lot of different teams because she keeps herself cleansed. So if you want to try to buff immunity her and she's under some random, like non-droid scoundrel team, she's going to keep herself cleansed off of that buff immunity, the shock, unless you isolate her with Traya or, get a locked buff on her. She's going to stick around. She's going to stick around. She's going to taunt. She's the annoying auto taunt or pre-taunt at the beginning of the encounter, so that's huge. Zalbar, he just gets thick, and I'm sure once he's relicked, he gets even thicker, more stacking defense. He also has crit avoidance as well, and I stacked him up with some crit avoidance too. So he has 35 plus, 60 crit avoidance. That's huge, and you throw him under, especially with the new IG-11 under Kira Lead. Kira Lead has stacking crit avoidance as well. I think it's like 20%. He's just going to take the hits. And then he also has his armor shred too. So, but these two definitely, are really good characters. I put them together because Zalbar does deserve to be on the list. I know it's kind of hard to do 10. I could have done 25 or something because, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 17 different tanks. I think it would have been top 17 or 15 and I would have combined still anyways. But yeah, I decided to do it this way. Next is old Ben and Cara Dune. Cara Dune only is on this list only if she's under a rebel lead. If she is under a scoundrel lead, she does not deserve to be on this list. But I put her up here with old Ben because, one, both of these guys have turn meter stripping capabilities, and going under CLS makes these two really, a CLS team more annoying to deal with. Ability block from old Ben, just turn meter strip, and if you're facing an Empire team, Cara Dune just straight up stuns them with her AoE. So that is huge. And she has a chance to revive if she has potency up, so that's even bigger. So yeah, and with 3 Baka, he gets going with these two. It's an insane combo. It's insane, you could do CLS Chewie Han and these two tanks, and I'm sure you'll do fairly well. Even though 3 Baka would be better in one of those slots just for the buff of health, protection, offense, potency, defense, tenacity, all of that, and crit avoidance too. So there is that. These two characters definitely deserve 6. So they're interchangeable. And again, like I said, Cara Dune is kind of situational if she's under scoundrels or not. Number 5 is Bossk. I went a little too far. Bossk he brings the Bounty Hunter team as a whole together. I was hoping, a lot of people were hoping IG-11 would get the Bounty Hunter tag and then be another tank. And there's still a chance they could add this current IG-11 called IG-11 and the Child, where we get the actual IG-11 from Season 1, Episode 1 of The Mandalorian, where he taunts, he self-destructs, kind of like Probe Droid, or has a chance for that. But yeah, who knows? Maybe, if he has to be below 50% health to self-destruct or something. And as long as there are no more than 2 allies, or him and another ally, it has to be more than that just to do that or something. Make it a little more situational than a Probe Droid. But yeah, what can you do? But Bossk, he's just a beast. He's honestly, I feel like he's one of the best defensive. I prefer him over Jango Fett on defense because of that the protection and health recovery is huge with buffs or debuffs being inflicted and resisted on the enemy team. So Bossk is huge at that. He brings so much more durability to the team, especially a lot of events, except Tier 3 of the Rebel Roundup Challenge. Bossk really brings a lot of those other ones to, survivability, especially if you have Dengar under him. That AoE thermal, just, everyone just gets pretty much healed up. And you have Mando and Grief in there where he heals up more. Then you have 2 multi-call to assist abilities. It's huge. Bossk is just a tank to be reckoned with. Number 4 is Kylo Ren Unmasked. He's definitely on here because, well, he's Kylo Ren Unmasked. Honestly, if it wasn't for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I feel like he would be down a little bit. Well, between Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Hux, and Sith Trooper, the new red one, he definitely would be lower on this list. But because of those 3 characters, he's up higher. Especially since if you don't have Supreme Leader, like me, obviously, look at his gear, he definitely... he's definitely really good. I run a First Order team. This is my First Order team. I'm still trying to 7-star Hux, but that's my First Order team. Because they're gear 12, double tank, a decent amount of healing, cleansing from Sith Trooper, stopping turn meter with Hux. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So Kylo Ren, and he does have some health and protection recovery, gets crit damage, speed. I feel like they could give him a 3rd stat boost, just a slight. And then they do get turn meter with critical hits, except for mirror matching. So, but Kylo Ren Unmasked, he's still a beast of a tank to deal with. Like, if you don't have the right character to deal with him, you can't get past him. Especially since he's like Malik, and he's like the original Kylo Ren, and GLs in a way. Health-based damage, like Chewbacca, cannot do much damage to him. It's, yeah. Malik can't even drain his life. That's how good he is. So, or at least that's how good of a tank that, he is that way, where he can actually just absorb the hits, take the hits. So, but yeah, that is Kylo Ren. Number 3 on the list is Scion. I still say Scion is up there. He's another one that's hard to beat. Scion, if you unmodded, I'm sure modded would probably result in a similar effect. Scion and Kylo Ren Unmasked, they cannot kill each other. They just infinite loop. They just heal, and even if Kylo does kill Scion, by that time, Scion comes back. Can't do much about it. So Scion is really good. He's the best under Traya. But if you're low early game, you can still use him with Palp, Vader, him, Nihilus, and like maybe Sith Trooper or Short Trooper, depending on who you have. Fallen Bastila even. You have that old nightmare-like team before Darth Revan fully became available. Whoops. Dang it. He is definitely worth being up there. And, maybe for some people I could be wrong, but I don't know. You have him really fast. Like, this is as fast as I got him right now. I haven't worked with his mods in a while. But you make him pretty bulky. Make him fast. Have some good tenacity and potency. You also got to give him good defense as well. And then he just, you can't get past him. And some teams, like, if you can't dish enough damage out, he gets held by hatred out, it's game. Unless you have an Annihilate effect, Disintegrate effect, he's not going anywhere. Number two on the list is General Kenobi. Duh. This guy keeps coming back. He's like Rex. They keep coming back. He just has that, auto, or the annoying taunt effect that he keeps just taunting and then protecting his allies. Having foresight on a tank, that's huge too. Come on, Capital Games, that is awesome. He is a great Jedi tank. He's good with Jedi. He's good with Galactic Republic. He's even good without any of those. Like, yeah, back in the day, it was like Rex, Lead, Nihilus, GK, Sheridan Bays. That was that was a meta team, you know? The only one he had synergy with was Rex. All the other guys, like he's working with Darth Nihilus, Baze and Chirrut. Yeah, he's probably one of the few best plug and play tanks. Like if you really need a tank to cleanse, to call to assist, General Kenobi is it. Auto taunt, or not auto taunt, but frequently taunt. That's General Kenobi for you. And then a lot of you guys probably could guess, number one, probably also one of the best plug-and-play tanks, is Malik. Come on. Malik. He's even been used way too much. He's being used on light side in raid teams, Galactic Legend raid teams, to stop random team counters. He's a dark sider, and he's with light side. He's a plug-and-play as well. You AoE him, critically hit him, or damage over time him, he taunts, but he also grants the enemy that enemy fear. So that's what causes him to taunt. And he's like, "Yeah, go at me, bro." He gets under certain tiers of health, percentages of health of his max health. He gets a lot of crit avoidance, health steal, tenacity, defense. So that's huge. He gets hard to deal with. If you don't have, and some people probably lose because they can't get past Malik. But yeah, that is my top 10 tank list of Galaxy of Heroes. Let me know, do you agree with this list? Do you disagree? I know it was quite a bit, and I kind of cheated on 5 of the entries. The other first 5 made sense to me. These last 5 they're really good takes in their own way, but they're just not, they're not Malik or General Kenobi. The light side is General Kenobi, the dark side is Malik. That would make sense. And Malik would destroy General Kenobi. Sorry. But yeah, let me know again. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those that watch the videos I make, and you guys have a phenomenal day.